Does God care if you use AI? Oh man, I'm not sure if you're on the AI bandwagon just yet, but for most people in my experience, once they get a little taste of AI, their eyes are opened and their minds are seriously blown. The ability of AI to process so many things so fast and produce really amazing results stunned me the first time I've used it. And ever since, I'm a frequent, I would say daily user of AI. I plan vacations with AI. I do analysis of my sermons with AI. I do research with AI. I find quotes that I can't seem to quote because I forget which book I read it in by using AI. It has been a huge blessing to me personally, to my family, and to my ministry. So I love this question. Is it playing God? Is it messing with a really powerful tool that could backfire on us? And I think the answer is AI is like every other impressive tool that has ever been invented in human history. You can use a brick to build an orphanage, or you can use a brick to start a riot. When books were invented, some people freaked out. No one's going to think anymore. We're going to write things down and not have to have like a strong brain and a good memory. And I think that was true. And books spread the knowledge of Jesus to the four corners of the earth. When the internet came out, everyone panicked. I mean, the terrible things you can find on the internet, the way that people can connect in really evil, devious ways, that obviously that's all true. And your church can have a website that reaches a person and connects them to the gospel so that their soul can be saved. So I know AI is relatively fresh, but I just want to suggest to you, it is the same as every other impressive tool that came before it. It is an amoral thing. It doesn't have inherent morality, and it can be used for either moral or immoral things. Right? Let me say that again. It's an amoral technology that can be used in moral or immoral ways. You can use it for good, to learn more about God. You could use it for evil, to avoid God. People have used AI to craft their own suicide plan, which is immoral. And others have turned to it for comfort and advice when they're about to commit suicide, which is very moral. Maybe the one thing I want to share with you in my own experience with AI is that it's so powerful, you might be tempted to turn to it first before God. In that case, AI would have become an idol, and that is a problem for the human heart. Remember what Jesus said when we're worried or concerned in Matthew 6? He said in verse 33, "Seek first God's kingdom and God's righteousness, and all these things you worry about will be given to you as well." Notice that word, seek first. When you have a question, when you have a doubt, when you have a problem, it's so tempting to open up the app and to help use AI to solve it. But there's someone stronger and smarter than AI. His name is Jesus. So seek him first. Bring your problems to him in prayer. Open his word and meditate and think upon it. Use the spirit and the mind that God has given you to start here, and let AI be a secondary supplement to the scriptures. I think that puts you on really safe ground as a Christian. If AI becomes primary, perhaps it is a form of idolatry. But if it is a secondary supplement to the scriptures, you're using this tool in really powerful and beautiful ways. Is it a sin for Christians to use AI? It is not. I'm going to leave you with this phrase that I find so applicable in so many situations. You can, Christian, but be careful. Don't be legalistic and invent laws. You can. You have the freedom to do so, but be careful. There are dangers and there are pitfalls. I pray if you remember that sentence, it helps you use AI in a way that glorifies God and blesses your faith.
Hey, thanks for listening to Taboo Questions with me, Pastor Mike Novotny. You can find even more questions on timeofgrace.org/taboo questions and in my book entitled Taboo, Topics Christians Should Be Talking About But Don't. Just look for the link in the episode notes.